my dear friends, this is Grace and welcome to process video number 101 for me. Thank you so much for joining in with my fun giveaway last time, and I hope that you had enjoyed my process video so far. Okay, so here's my second layout that I would be making, or that I made with my August homemade kit. The link for my homemade kit video will be in the description below if you are interested. And like I said in my video, or that video specifically, I wanted to channel Paige Evans in these layouts that I'm making. I wanted to kind of be inspired by the way she creates. And one of the things that I know that she does is she creates these long titles. It's usually a quote, and then she backs them up with pattern paper. And so that's what I did here. I found the quote on Pinterest, and then I wanted to back it up with a bunch of these square excuse me, square papers, or this square designs from a pattern paper from her Fancy Free collection. And so I cut the title from my silhouette, and then I'm just going to be backing them up. Um, just making sure that my paper is a little bit straighter because it kind of curled a little bit. And then I'm just looking for patterns for me to fill it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and adhere it. I have this liquid glue. Um, it was one of those kind of craft glues. I don't remember what the brand is, but I really like it because it's small in my hand, and when I squeeze it, it just gives just the right amount of liquid adhesive that I need for little items such as this. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I cut that part out, but I wanted to show you the beginning stages of how I put this together. And so you can see that my words are building up in shape here, or showing off because of the pattern papers in the back. And I really like this style of adding papers to your layout. I think it's a great way for us to use our scraps, and then also smaller papers like maybe 6x6, because they have a smaller design on them. Everything is scaled down, so it's perfect for these little, smaller areas, I guess I should say. And so a little bit about this layout. This is a layout of my son that I photographed, I don't know, well, I know it's almost over a year ago, maybe. Anyways, we got in the mail, we got a sticker, a bumper sticker that says honor student. So this was his first a sticker that we got when he became a middle schooler, and after the first quarter, I think first quarter or first semester was up, and his grades was good enough that he got a honor roll. And so I wanted to make sure that I photographed that, and I actually posted this on my Instagram account. And so what I did was, when I was getting ready to print out the journaling, I just grabbed the caption that I wrote on my Instagram account. And so the journaling even has a hashtag on them, and I thought it was really fun to kind of connect the generation that we have now with all the hashtags into my journaling, to kind of give this layout a little bit more sense of the time frame of when this was taken. And this photo is a small one. Now I'm a big fan of 4x6, but this photo was taken with my phone, and although my phone is decent, I think that 3x4 size is just a perfect size with the resolution that it has, and so I decided to make it smaller. And plus, I have a big title on there. So going back to the layout, as you can see, I added a slanted blue paper on the top and the bottom, because when I added when I placed my green paper with all of the backed up pattern papers onto the gray foundation, it just seems like everything was flowing, and there was nothing that was grounding it. So I grabbed that paper, and then I just cut maybe like a 3-inch wide strip, 3 by 12 and then cut those ones at an angle and then added that on the top and the bottom of the page. And then I have this glittered ampersand that's from Freckled Fawn, and I wanted to add that one too. I made sure that I cut out some squares from that same pattern paper that I used to back up all of my words, and put that in there. And then I also kind of highlighted that with just some pen lines inside of the boxes. So you will see in a future page that since I use the negative space of that word or that quote, I'm going to use the actual cutout letters of the quote for another page. And I thought that was a great way to use up our stash, is when, not throwing away the positive letters just because we wanted to use the negative spaces. And I did back up my photo with a couple more pattern papers. As you can see, I've used that the dotted paper. I really love that dotted paper, but I use that in 3 different spots in my layout just so I can use that as a visual triangle. And then I also added a flare on the bottom and then a chipboard, that the hexagon chipboard on the top that says "Say What." I added that on the top left of the page, and I'm just adding some other chipboard stickers here. This one is a pink paisley sticker sheet. I forgot what line it was, but I also use that as a visual triangle and just to add something in there. So I think that's going to be it. I am going to add some splatters. I believe I'm going to add some splatters here. Oh, I am also going to add some enamel photo corners here. These are from Bella Boulevard, just to finish up the page. And I really love how the quote just um, kind of establishes how I feel, how proud I am of my son with this, with being part of the honor roll. And I have to say, it was so hard to pick a quote from Pinterest because there were so many good ones. But I wanted one that was not too long, and then that I could use for the technique that I wanted to. So there you have it. Here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.